Welcome everyone. Come right on in. Welcome. How are you doing? My name is Carlton. I am your presenter for today. And today we're going to talk about how to find a job using LinkedIn. So what is LinkedIn? Well, LinkedIn touts itself as the world's largest professional network on the internet. It's a professional network for the right job that you want. So let's do this. Let's talk about the 3 methods that you could use to use LinkedIn to help you find a job. Method number 1 is to create or enhance your profile and enable the Open to Work feature. Method number 2 is to reach out to recruiters through LinkedIn. Method number 3 is to submit a value validation project to a particular company that you are interested in working for. Today, we will be working on method 2 of 3, and method 2 is to reach out to recruiters. So let's get started. Okay, let's take a look at method 2, reach out to recruiters. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is that you want to use the search function to look for recruiters. Let's take a look at what that looks like. What it looks like, it is as easy as putting your cursor in the search function and typing the word recruiter. But before we do this, we're going to ask Professor Heather Austin what she thinks about this.
Now, if you want to fast track your job search success, you need to take advantage of LinkedIn, especially connecting with the right people at the right time and in the right way. In fact, in a study conducted by JobVite, it shows that 87% of recruiters use or engage LinkedIn at some point in their recruitment process. And according to LinkedIn, over 40 million people use the platform to search for jobs every week, and in every minute, 4 people get hired on LinkedIn. Now, it can be hard to stand out among the crowd when you're looking for a job, but the key is to have a personal connection with the person doing the hiring, aka the recruiter. And the good news is there's never been a better time than now to make personal connections to help you land that job. So let's jump into 4 simple steps to help you connect with recruiters on LinkedIn to get results. Now, the first step is to get an idea of how the company hires. Keep in mind that hiring practices are not always the same from one company to another. Some companies use internal recruiters, some use external recruiters and hiring agencies. Some companies have hiring managers, and some even have an entire hiring team. On the other hand, some organizations don't even have recruiters, and instead the owners, the team members, or other managers on the inside do the hiring themselves. Now, this is normally the case with smaller organizations. The thing to keep in mind is that you need to learn and understand how the company hires.
Okay, we're going to stop right there, and let me go back to my LinkedIn profile. So on my profile, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click in the search area and look for recruiters. I'm also going to look for companies that don't have recruiters. And how do I do that? So let's do both. The first, I'm going to click search. I'm going to put in recruiter in my search function, and when I do that, I get a list of people who are recruiters that I can connect with. Here's somebody at a place that they're hiring at Work Atto. There's a place that's hiring at the Mobile Tech Entertainment. And if I scroll down the list all the way down to the bottom, I can see that there are a lot of recruiters. I have over 100 different tabs to look for just for recruiters alone. Okay, so what if I wanted to look for smaller companies that didn't have recruiters? What do I do? Well, in the search function, instead of recruiters, I can just type in jobs in the San Francisco Bay Area. Now, when I type jobs, these are smaller companies that don't have recruiters, but they have jobs available. So I can scroll down, I can look all the way for different companies. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom just to show you what it looks like. If I do that, I still have 100 tabs as well. So if I click on one of these jobs, for example, let me just click on this bucket list job. So here on the right side, it gives me information about this bucket lister. They're looking for a content manager. And so I can go ahead and apply for this job as well for some company that does not have a recruiter. So those are recruiters that have for companies that have recruiters, or recruiters for smaller companies that technically don't have recruiters, but the owner or manager is in the quote unquote recruiter position. Number two, you want to drill down on your search results. Let me show an example of what I mean by that. Drilling down on your recruiter or job search means that you want to get more specific because you have access to thousands of recruiters and you don't want to inundate yourself or inundate them. So let's just see what this looks like. You want to get very specific about what you're looking for. So I'm going to go into my search function and I'm going to put recruiter, for example. And so yes, I get a lot of recruiters that come up. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to say, you know what, I'm going to look just for people. So you're going to select people. And you might want to look at connections. You want to say, okay, my first connection are people who I have a relationship or a connection with already, which I can message back and forth. The second and third, there might be barriers in getting in contact with them. So if I may want to look at locations. I may want to look at, okay, San Francisco Bay Area is a location. Let's see. And I may want to also look at anywhere in California because I want to work remotely. You can do that. Or if there is a specific company that you want to look for. So if I click on here, I can look at Google or Apple or choose LinkedIn, different companies that I may want to look for. Also, in addition to that, there are more filters, but if I want to work in a particular industry, here after recruiter, I can choose engineering, for example. And so that would give me a list of engineering recruiters. See, engineering recruiter, or if it wasn't engineering, if I wanted to go into my field, which is the accounting field, and I want to look at for an accounting recruiter, I just use accounting recruiter. I choose people in the accounting recruiter just to drill it down some more. I could choose connections that I'm already connected with where I can message back and forth. I can choose my location and I could say, well, I want to make it San Francisco Bay Area if I want to put that in. I already am looking in it's in Rockland area. So I just leave it like that. And if I want to look for a current company like Robert Half or Amazon, I can select that even further. But there's also for filters where if I click this filter button here, I can drill down even more. I can look for a current company, a past company, a particular school that I may want to work for, or a particular industry. I can add an industry if I wanted to do that, a particular language, and I'm open to pro bono consulting and volunteer. That's pretty good. And if I want to do coaching or mentoring, or if I knew someone that I mean, wow, what was that guy working at? I don't know what company he's with, but I really liked working with that guy, that person. I can put their name here. Like if I put in Bill, for example, if I show results, and so I can say, if there's a Bill, yes. There's the Bill that's in the metropolitan area. There's a Bill that's a recruiter. That's Bill Gibbons, Bill Moscone, Bill Brady, so I could put it in a particular name. Even if I want to look at jobs, smaller companies in the Bay Area, I could just say jobs in the San Francisco Bay Area and then put in, let me put in accounting and just see what that comes up with. There's accounting jobs. Look, there are people who are looking for an accountant. Let's see, let me look at jobs, for example. All right, so if I look at research assistant, let's see, what else we got going on? We have American Academy for Ophthalmology. What are they? If I click on there, what are they looking for? Oh, that kind of gives me their page. All right, let me just kind of go back and let me see if I can find some jobs that are available. Nonprofit board member, program specialist, volunteer secretary officer. I am looking for, let me look at a job type. I'm going to look for a volunteer job, or I'm going to look for a contract job or a temporary job. So let's see, it says 69 results. I'll click on it and I can see, there's a temporary admin assistant. There's a corporate legal. Let's see, there's an admin clerk. Not particularly for just accounting, but it's in that realm. Let me see if I use engineering. Bay Area. Let's see if I can click on engineering jobs and just see what comes up. Let's see, project lead for engineering. Oh, it's a contract opportunity. So yes, I can look for jobs. I can drill down by looking for specific duties that I want to do or different titles that I want to do. So whatever you do in your search for either recruiters or jobs, drill down, because when you do that, then you're able to look at specific jobs that you are qualified for or that match your resume. Number 3, you want to connect with recruiters using messages. And I'm going to show you what I mean by using messages to connect with the recruiter. So I want to share some things about messaging recruiters and jobs. But first, let's hear once again from Professor Heather Austin.
Well, now it's time to send a personal connection request. So let's jump back to the computer and I'll show you exactly how to do this. So I'm going to use the Amazon example from earlier. Now there's a few ways to connect with your ideal person. You can either click on the connect icon next to the person's name and then select add a note, or what you can do is click on the person's name to go straight to their profile and learn a little bit more about them before you send the connection request. And this is actually the method that I highly recommend. So in this case, you would click on the connect icon and then you would add a note from here. Now it's very important that you take advantage of customized connection requests so that your request doesn't get lost or ignored. I want you to think of this as a mini cover letter. You're going to explain briefly who you are and why you're contacting them. You want to then express your enthusiasm for applying for the job, what you like about the company, or what interests you most about the industry. You'll then want to close with a call to action to accept your connection request. Now here's an example message of what I could say to Tori. Hi Tori, my name is Heather Austin. I recently applied for the IT support position with Amazon. I've heard so many great things about this division and would love the opportunity to discuss how my skills can help implement technical solutions. Would you mind if we connect on LinkedIn? Now notice the word technical solutions is in brackets. This is the section that you are going to customize based on your skills and of course the job posting. With that message all squared away, you're then going to click on send.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Heather Austin. So what I would like to also share is that with connecting with people, sometimes you have issues, especially trying to connect with recruiters. Like here, you see the connection button here, but sometimes you just see a follow button. See, if I scroll down, I'll see a lot of the connect buttons, but I also will see the follow button. Well, if you click follow, you would follow them and not connect with them. So there is kind of a workaround for this that I do. And she mentioned it, but a little bit of it. So I'll click on the name of the person, and so they will just have follow as well. Why they want to be followed instead of connected with, I do not know. But here, what we can do is that we can do a little workaround. So you go to the more button, because if you try to directly message them, you see it has a lock on it. So if you try to click on the message, then it'll say, why don't you try to get premium? This is an upsell from LinkedIn. So you say, no, thank you. I don't want to try premium for free. And it's going to be $1,000 a month. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but for most people, it's kind of expensive. So you just click on the more button, and under that, you see the connect. So you just click on connect there. And then as she described, you can go ahead and connect with them there. So if they have a follow, just do the workaround, click on their name, go to more, and then connect. Now, as far as messages are concerned, you could send the message that they said that you could send to the recruiter. If you have let me just say this. If you have a job person, let's just go ahead and go back and let me just put in jobs. It's a little bit different. So let's say I want to look at jobs in the San Francisco Bay Area for accounting. Well, if you see the jobs, I'm going to kind of expand this to a number of jobs. Well, if I see the job that I would want to apply for, if you get an opportunity to see who posts the job. See here, Carol Cerny posted the job. Then you can click on her name and then her profile will come up, and then you can click the connect button. So if there's somebody else, let's see, research assistant, let's see if they have someone. Nope, they didn't post their job. So let me just, or have the person who posted it. Let me go to a manager at Salesforce. They don't have the person who posted that job. Let me go to the research admin. Nope, they don't have anyone. Program specialist. Katie McCullough. So here's somebody who I could try to make a connection with. If I click on Katie's name, then I can just, I can just click message and send her a direct message. Or let's see, if I click the more button, let's see what happens. More, there is the connect. So I can just go ahead and make a direct connection with Katie. So that's the two ways that you want to do, either with recruiters. If they have a follow, click on their name and do the workaround, or if it's a job, you click on the job and look for someone who posted the job and see if you can connect with them. So one other thing I want to share with you is that if you are not comfortable and looking at what the messages are, what you can do is that you can go to Google and you can just type in sample messages to recruiters on LinkedIn. And if you click on that, Google will give you a list of sites that will give you sample messages that you could use. Again, I like going directly to the source. I like going to LinkedIn and look at what LinkedIn would say in their article of what messages can you send to recruiters. If I scroll down, they should give some sample different messages. Here's one example, number one. Hi, so-and-so, I noticed that you are a recruiter in the blank sector. I wanted to reach out to discuss potentially working together. I am a role title with a proven track record of share your value proposition and experience and curling and sinking new opportunities. So you can go to Google, search for sample messages, find a couple of examples. Here's another example. They have 4 examples on LinkedIn, or go to another site that may have more flair. Here's another site, how to message a recruiter with samples. If I scroll down for this message, they should give me some samples. Let me just scroll until I find something. They give some advice too. Always offer something first. Okay, there's one example. Let's see, the recruiter, got to keep going. Wow, they make you wait. Hey, so-and-so, I'm a query about something. Well, this should be a full example that I would like to see. Here it is, example 1. Hi, recruiter. Although we have never met or had a chance to work together, I've heard great things about your company. So they give you some samples as well. So follow that for recruiters or for jobs. Just find a way to connect with them and send them a message. And number 4, you want to connect with recruiter through their posts. Now, this is not something that LinkedIn really talks about or show you. It's a workaround, but let me show you how to do this workaround. Yes, you can send your recruiter a message, but better than that is when you connect with them through their post. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So here I'm looking at the recruiter for accounting section for people, and I see Jennifer Lake or Samantha or Kenneth, and let's say that I want to have a deeper connection with them. Well, you do that through the posts that they create. So let's just click on Samantha. And when I click on Samantha, I'm going to scroll down her profile until I get to the activity. And so where it says show all activity, I'm going to click that button. And you see where it says post? If I click all activity, there'll be posts that she did and somebody else did, or that she just responded to. But when I clicked on post, these are the posts that she actually post. And so what I could do is I can scroll down and look for a post that sounds familiar that I can respond to. Here she is giving posting about applying for accountant specialist role. Hello, I'm an AR specialist with construction experience. So she's sharing some post here. Now, if I find something that I could respond to or talk to, then that may be something that I want to do to make a connection with her. So if I scroll all down, oh, look at hello, job seeking professionals. As I progress in my recruiting career, I have some questions for my friends and peers. What can recruiters do to better serve you? Well, I can click on a comment and then I can make a comment to her and respond to her. Now, it's good to respond or to post probably once a week or maybe at the most twice a week, so you don't sound like you're stalking them. So I can just type some response. There it is. And then I can just go ahead and click post. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And it shows that I have responded to one of her posts. And if you do that, then you can make a connection with the recruiter. Now, also too, if you can do that for people who you're trying to find a job from. So if I click the jobs in the San Francisco Bay Area in accounting, and I do the same thing when if I click on people, let's see, jobs, let's see, I'll click on jobs. And like, for example, here is Carol Cerny again. So if I click on Carol and look at her profile, if I scroll down to her activity, click on show all activity, I can just see what has she been posting about, activities, things that she responded to as well. So if I clicked on post, what she's done, let's see what she's done. Okay, she's saying that she has a business department is scheduled for their fall terms. And so, okay, hello again, a new program manager, so-and-so has posted another listing for instructors. Oh, so if I wanted to make a connection with her, I can just make a comment, just click on the comment section and say, hey, hi, thank you very much. And here's a little bit about me. So here is a way to use what people post to make a connection with them. Thank you. Well, there you have it. Method number 2 in how to find a job using LinkedIn by reaching out to recruiters. Next time, we will look at method number 3. I am Carlton, your presenter. Thank you very much. Are there any questions?